Hello everyone and welcome to our weather update on July 19th, 2025. So this Saturday evening is quite a wet story in parts of the south as we have rain pushing up from the south. Overnight we'll see this band of rain along with further areas of rain gradually spreading northwards of the country, although I believe that areas in parts of Connacht and Ulster will stay dry through the night. As this front does sort of grind to a halt across the South Midlands there into the morning. Earlier today, there were some quite intense bursts of rain in parts of the UK, especially central and eastern parts of the UK. However, that has now pushed off towards the north. There was an amber warning issued for parts of the home counties and southeast England this morning for some very heavy falls of rain. They materialised, yes, although they weren't really any rainfall rates of abnormality. I believe that was mainly because the rain fell in many urban centres and that the ground there was so parched that basically the rain would hit the ground and then just not be absorbed but just run off basically. It was flooding and that sort of chaos. Some quite heavy downpours currently to our south that are pushing northwards. Might lose their intensity as they hit Ireland, but we'll see what happens. So here's the UKV forecast. You can see that this current band of rain is pretty much bang on where it is now, possibly a bit further north in reality. And overnight it pushes gradually northwards. Some big bursts in there as well. Overnight, pushing in from the southeast. As I said again, that rain does grind to a halt for parts of the South Midlands. So actually, this image here, the rain won't get much further northwards than what is seen here. So tomorrow's Sunday. Sunday, in the clear slots behind the rain band, there'll be some showers forming as well as ahead of it. And in general, that band of rain does die off in the afternoon, and we're left with sunshine and showers. Best of sunshine towards the west and south, always cloudier in the northeast, I believe. And showers are heaviest in the west of the country, with possibly some storms mixed in as well. Into tomorrow night and Monday morning, this band of rain does rejuvenate and produces some quite heavy falls of rain over the Midlands. There is uncertainty as to exactly where this low pressure centres and therefore where that band of rain lies on Monday morning, because just because that low will be over us in some form, any tweaks in its location will result in a change in the situation of that band of rain. So it's a very touch and go situation, but this run shows the rain through Midlands there. On Monday morning, a few showers might form on the east coast, but they'll move away through the day. And in general, Monday is quite cloudy, but other runs show Monday being quite a wet day in parts of the east country, so that needs watching. Into Tuesday. Tuesday sees a westerly airflow and some showers pushing in at times, quite cloudy overall. Wednesday is again quite cloudy and just a bit drizzly, and Thursday looks much the same, quite benign westerly winds. So today was actually quite warm and humid in some parts of the country. Humidity was really high today, so despite temperatures only being in the high teens in many areas, it felt really sticky. And that is what gave the energy to these bursts of rain in the UK today as well, that humidity. It's raining here, actually. Can hear the rain now. So going... Oops, went to go to the temperatures there, didn't we? So, temperatures overnight will be remaining quite mild due to all the cloud and rain and whatnot. So therefore, temperatures only falling down to about 15 Celsius, so staying really quite warm. Into the morning, on Sunday in the afternoon, temperatures will be, again, really quite warm. Highs of about 18 to 22 degrees. Humidity forecast for tomorrow, quite high. So it'll feel sticky, quite muggy, and actually in sunshine, quite nice tomorrow. But yeah, some showers will be sparked off due to the fact that low pressure will be right over us pretty much tomorrow. Into the evening and overnight tomorrow. I keep doing it. I should, hey, be more organised. Right, so temperatures on Sunday night and Monday morning will be staying quite mild again with cloud and rain. And through Monday itself, a cooler day with more northerly winds and cloudy skies. Into Tuesday morning, we're a bit cooler as winds are more northwesterly, and then through the midweek periods, I think we just are looking at high teens at best, if anything. Here is the GFS 12 says. So GFS 12 says has this low coming through tonight and tomorrow, bringing a lot of rain showers and thunderstorms. Then through the early part of the week, we're more cloudy and northwesterly. Brief ridge through next Thursday, Friday, and that's before we go more westerly again by the end of July, and even northerly by the turn of the month. And generally, it looks like the wind is coming in from the west and northwest. Azores high is to our southwest, as it quite often is, and we don't really see any influences from it, other than the odd dry day. The ECM, again, here's that area of low pressure. That's bringing a lot of humidity, but warmth and rain and storms and showers. Into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're looking quite westerly, bit cooler, quite cloudy. Then brief ridge by Thursday, Friday, bit nicer for a couple of days, but that is before we go westerly again. However, the ECM keeps the Azores high ridging quite close to us. So in the south, possibly not too bad, but in the north, definitely showery at the very least. July ends on a northwesterly note. However, the Azores high is close enough to us to ensure that the south stays quite rain-free, if rather cloudy. Into start of August, quite messy, but we're seeing a slight ridge. But so quite messy, but by August 3rd, possibly a stronger ridge coming up there from the Azores. It's a long way off, but maybe there's still hope somewhere. Here's the UK Met run. UK Met looking like this. So once again, looking showery, very wet and settled, humid, warm, whatever it is, through tomorrow and so on. Then we go more cloudy and cooler before that low clears away. Brief ridge comes in, but I think that won't last. It doesn't really. That Azores high is strong and close to us, but we need it to be stronger and closer to us. It's just not close enough. We're on the periphery of the Azores high, annoyingly. It's just not ridging enough. So here's the GEM. GEM, once again, we got that area of low pressure to contend with tonight and tomorrow. Very cloudier and cooler up to Wednesday. Then we do get that ridge. Again, we're on the periphery of it, so quite cloudy probably. Best in the south, always a bit duller and more drizzly in the north. What happens then? Same story, but it was month's end now, and the high actually does ridge in. So probably drier and warmer for a few days here towards the end of July, and actually, maybe a bit cloudy at times due to that wind from the west, but warmer and drier into late July with the GEM. Now, if anything warmer and drier, big capitals on the ER of the two words, but maybe there's hope left. here's the icon. So the icon run is like this. We get that big area of low pressure through tonight, tomorrow, then cooler and cloudier through the early part of the week. Then the Azores lie centered in a slight ridge. Let's see. So deep low towards Iceland, strong high to the Azores, ridging into us. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, so briefly warmer at the end of the week. Upper temperatures do show that nicely, but I think it's going to be cloudy at the very least. Let's look at that. Yes, it is. Let's go back to the view. And, oh, Icon also doing it. So, ridging in the Azores high quite strongly by Sunday. Right. Okay, so moving on to the arpege midnight run, because the 12 says there's something wrong with it. Either way, we can see that it's, oh god, there's something wrong with the midnight run as well. I don't know what's wrong with it, but 12 goes only up to Tuesday. Burridge Point is still cloudy and cool. Of course, that big area of low is going to be over to the south through tonight, tomorrow. A lot of showers and rain, especially in the south and west. Then we go cooler and cloudier through into next week. So arpege, let's just look at the Monday's rainfall. So you can see, by the way, compared to the UKV, the arpege has the rainfall much further west. So Monday is a soggy day in the east of the country. So just watch out for that. There's really a difference of only about 100. Well, it's only really a difference of about 100 kilometers, but still, considering that these are models that run on a global basis, you know, that distance isn't much. But since we're in Ireland, small country, huge difference. And Tuesday's quite showery, actually. Yes, so definitely one to watch with the Azores high coming in late July, possibly bringing a spell of drier and warm weather. Definitely drier and warmer weather. Big ifs and buts there, given that is still a week away, and the energy of that low. So despite the Azores high ridge in of the icon run, you can see that low towards Iceland, that's a deep low, and it wouldn't take much for it to just flatten that high off, you know. So watch this space, but it shows that maybe it's not time to give up yet. Anyway, yeah, so I'll see you later on. Bye for now.